The Atewa forest lies about 70 kilometers north of Ghana's capital, Accra. A large area of the range has been declared a forest reserve. These include 17,000 acres of upland and green forest, something rare in Ghana.
Atewa forest is considered a globally significant biodiversity area. So it's a forest which has a lot of global interest, not just nationally. It's a very unique ecosystem.
The forest functions also as a source of three rivers, River AYENSU, DENSU, and BIRIM. These rivers are important water sources for many communities living along the banks. It also provides water for a majority of residents in the eastern and greater Accra regions.
There are fringe communities that depend on the Atewa forest for non-timber forest products, such as bushmeat, such as firewood, such as medicines, and what have you.
This is, in our local language, called sare, and this is a product from the forest. You use it to brush your feet, and it's very good because it has medicinal values as well.
Besides the many resources the forest provides, many communities heavily depend on the three rivers. As the river flows from the forest range, they travel through several communities that use the water for agriculture, industry, drinking water, and other daily chores.
Soon the Lucasem Faso was my pa. Is answer Yahano. You will see Tobre. Soon pa. My young family. Pipe we know the idea and say a boy may chin Sufi, a chin Sufi sunim, and the water for watering.
Yanana no bahano. Who say DENSU and your basa. This heading and crampa a biwum. And itina woman beno ma ebane say.
Miles downstream the Atewa Reserve, the DENSU River flows into a giant man-made water reservoir, the Weja Lake.
So you are at Weja Headworks, where we treat water for about half the population of Accra, about 2.5 million people. The water comes from the Weja Dam, and the Weja Dam is fed with the DENSU River, which travels all the way from the Atewa forest in the eastern region to this place.
After treatment of the water at Weja, it reaches Accra, where the population depend on for their everyday water usage. The DENSU Delta marks the final stage of the river's course before it flows into the Atlantic Ocean. The Delta is a Ramsey site recognized for its ecological function and home to many bird species. In the end, millions of people depend on the water the DENSU River provides. The forest that holds the source to this life the DENSU provides is under serious threat. Illegal logging, hunting, farm encroachment are destructive forces of the Atewa forest.
They see it as a very quick way of getting money, and they see most of these resources as a free resource.
And what I'm telling you, I'm a pesse, kusi, and your train. I'm cool. Kakran was share a boa, for whom one shakra or train, and I say Cocu no more Johnny. And then the antisabium adding hoarding power. A chim cry, young hay. They are sambasa, the crowd now, Ubeco and fat, they are samba. And so, ya one qua, ya unity, hey, until I go so I corner. You see, your teeth.
Nti wawa ne okro ne mahogany no be nya etwa nyamedua na etwa dua no ba ko so a se ka bibia atiato we yeton dua 10 cedi so we are ne kakra de etwa money e de your family no ne ade but
in addition to these traditional threats such as farming, logging and hunting, a new and seemingly dangerous threat has arisen: galamsey. In recent years, there's been a rise in illegal gold mining activities in the forest.
And of course, Juma ye the tree near friend Koli, the Tiawa Tremono. As a excavator na di kan abeye Juma, Ewaha. Nti yanso you see excavator na chisa na ye Juma. The nti de want to me anyine ne akeka mu no. Na yanso ye no na mayenya aduane di wa. We trying to say ya na efino efrim na gold ne de kwase se na medical kan gold ne modu nti ande e kofom.
The mining sector have serious impact on the social activities of the community, both positive and negative. Because one, let's talk about the positive aspect. You know, people can now get a few CDs to be able to buy what they need and so on and so forth. But notwithstanding that, having said that, the disadvantages outweigh the advantages, because right now the places that has affected us seriously is education. Most of the school children run away into galamsey, and sometimes you go to a classroom and the classroom is deserted.
These are kind of our places. Is that clear? Yeah. All right. Must work clean the for me and let's see. Please, an animal and what? An idea.
For this school, I think their age range between 14, 15. And for the number of students who have even stopped the school, I consider now we have about 45% in school. Very, very big problem. Very, very, very big problem. Sometimes you, a teacher, will bath coming to school and then you see your kids having these materials around their head, running to the mining centers. Sometimes you have to go there and call them. The parents themselves are influenced by this mining, and they are encouraging their children to engage in this. You see, when they go, they come with money. So the children sometimes become very happy. The actual fact on the ground is that due to this galamsey, most of the children have stopped schooling and now they are interested in the galamsey.
And of course, it sounds like you could have a juma be any ha. And until Coco, any juma, ye can't say juma we home. Until Jana and Qualadians will be a Coco cra as we mo juma. A Coco Nisicano, acquired and what you may be a say we Nisika be a for a chira and one in Tumpon until a no night a juma ye can.
In the major cocoa season from September, October, November to December. None there. What the Casepa? Fee December, January, Banadia, and if be a penny bedi, and only a Mawina quine, Cobra Forest room may be. Betty me the dear could say September. Baby boo, when you be how. And I bet that now.
Logging, farming, hunting, and mining are the cause of large-scale deforestation of the Atewa forest. A serious threat is factory yard that produces many polluted waters.
The most serious aspect is our rivers. You know, that has been a domestic source of drinking water. We use it for so many things, different kind of things. Right now, people who goes to farm have to carry pure water from home to the farm because all the rivers in the farms have been polluted.
People are doing fishing. So when we pollute, we should expect that the pollutants will get into the fish itself. We have had a course because of some pollution areas along the river to sample water and test. And we have found this to be very, very dangerous to human health.
Because of the mining activities, chemicals has been added and then everything has become filthy, you can't take it. And we don't have any proper water for these children. So they depend on pure water.
And the machines are special and no move to go do. Into a man, I want be obsufficient now, be famous. Now I cocosa. Eja, ye nisika, ye Nico Suku, and ye need be intimate come moshe. And no more your Majuma said you musipe.
So if the Atewa forest is under threat, it means that the source of the water is under threat. So if Atewa is no more, it means DENSU is no more and Weya Dam is no more. If the water continue to undergo such a threatening situation now, the water quality will be so bad, we have to use more chemicals to treat. Prices of water will come up high again. If the water is allowed to be polluted and it can no longer be treated, it means Accra people are not going to get water. Comparing that one with what a few people will stand to gain. If Accra is not getting water, cholera will be there. People will not get water at all for anything. And water is life.
Maybe Accra na DENSU will fear menma, me to American ma besebi. Akono. Enti me ba mete say me ba nsi. Nsu na say no kwali ni. Aja ma yem hihye pa. Sense e be da ni anu aduan di. E be da ni ayedware.
Nani na yese yankwa ama. Entimi nya hwe. Se river ni ha dia. Na se nsu no ntwa. Yentimi nya bibia menyi.
When a downstream user he opens his or her tap, you know, once water flows out, he is not so much concerned about where the water. Most of them even don't know where they get their water supply from.
The water? No, that one, the water they come from government. But the place where they come from, we don't know that place.
All these are real threats happening under our nose and eyes. Thousands of people depend on the diminishing forest and millions depend on the endangered rivers. There is no simple solution that will satisfy all stakeholders. We are not too late. With a joint effort, we can make real changes.
Now, we at the Forestry Commission have planned to upgrade the status of Atewa to that of a national park, where under international laws, all such activities are curtailed.
I think environmental laws, bylaws must be complied with. If we don't enforce it, nobody will comply with it.
Protecting the forest with laws and regulations, however, is not the only solution. People depend on the forest for their subsistence. Keeping them out of work will not work.
So we have to manage these reserves in collaboration with the communities. In our benefit sharing mechanism, the communities are taken care of. At the same time, they are allowed to harvest some tangible materials from the forest, for example, snails, picking, firewood collection, and medicinal plants. That cannot be done in isolation. We need to support that with awareness creation, with education in the schools and in the communities to let people understand and appreciate the importance of Atewa.
I don't think they are aware of the threats They think that they are doing whatever they need to do to make their daily bread, but that's why the campaign is very, very important.
If we're able to educate the parents, we educate the children, we educate the opinion leaders about all this mining, how it should be shadowed.
We believe that once they understand the importance of the forest and then the threats posed by all, then they will also do their bit to try and conserve it.
So we have to rethink a more sustainable system that will engage the communities, provide them with alternative livelihood, and then reduce their dependency on the forest reserve.
Yenya bibi akebeye na ne betumi ayanse ebenya dwuma foforo a ebetumi esombo a ebetumi aye na ka eja we no yenre nya ne sa ka epe metiwe mi emesi nimpa me ye dwuma correct ha e sound say dwuma yenya bi nyenti na ma ye de ho abesi
na matine hia say emlofo no ene aban so ene NGO so ni komo na komo mo aye ne asu mu kwan be fa so ebetumi anate forest mu kakran so ye bibi kakran ne so de ahwe ele ne yema
kura ni edue nuaba no ya nese bi kura fine in ye dwuma ye odi be man se yenye no ene ebe ye mi wo ka chem se wane mi menese enuaba menese bosumi medjuma katua meye mini program
fe binum so benya sika wankasa de bedigwa ana se obetimi abana wa kire won sa ne dwuma bi aso no akura ne nza ne dwuma bi a ore ya ebetimi aboa no mo no ankasa enya bibi
ekuya ko bi ma me yifan chokuwe
me hu se enwa no omo onwura mu de bed ye de omba fi na se ye omo nso a ye betumi ma aton mo ye nyesika omo tine ma me start ntimi nya me ko ho ekusunya ho se de me yeshimi aye no.
I was first schooling where I come once and then they say there's a program going on at Chebi, Arocha Company, Ghana. They have come to train people in mushroom, grass cutter, and then snails. And this is what I'm doing now. If I take the mushroom and then there's a market for it too. Yes, I can get money from. This is where my interest is. Yes, and then I found this one more vibrant than going to do the galamsey. There's no job around this place. So this one have provided me an employment.
I got into the galamsey in 2012. Yeah, and I think I didn't last for 1 year. I didn't last in the galamsey for 1 year because it was a very tough business. So I went there praying with God that he should at least help me getting some money. When I get the money, I will set up business. That business, I will name it Meet Me Nawasi. Oh, I'm very, very happy because business, you know, little drop of water make a mighty ocean.
Atewa is a unique place, so we need to market that uniqueness. We need to explore and develop the necessary infrastructure for both scientists and tourists to explore the uniqueness of Atewa, to ensure that income coming in through ecotourism development will go to the communities, will go to the traditional authorities, and will be used for other social development within the communities, as well as create job opportunities for the so many unemployed youth.
I think that's the ultimate goal. When we look at human beings, we need to make sure that everything that we do, the end result is good for people and not just going into your pocket.
So we should do that cost-benefit analysis and see, and we will realize that it will be a good idea to leave Atewa intact, for Atewa to supply water to Accra, and for people who are polluting the water, if they could understand and we could enforce the laws for them to stop, it means that we can supply water sustainably to the population of Accra.
So that we ensure that generations yet unborn will continue to have good drinking and water for various purposes. If you live anywhere along a river course, you should just bear in mind that you are living upstream some other person's water.
The best one, anyone may walk at if you was one more bang, Nensu de a boy ni papa.
Moya my yesrem. Ye de nyame say, Moa Matu anamo, Namabe who say a bread ye how. Enti, some be who na some better charge ye ya. Obia or Beba no Becasa. It's in so near dear.
We don't want to wake up one day and lose this very important resource. So I believe that it's very, very important in trying to put across this message to the Ghanaian public to ensure that we protect this very important resource, not just for our current generation, but for generations that will come after us.
People around Atewa need to be trained, and funds need to be made available in economic sectors such as tourism and sustainable farming. The local community want to conserve the forest but lack the resources. Accra and other downstream areas need to lend support to the sustainability of the forest and its resources.